Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton. Delighted today to bring on not only one of our dear partners over at Discovery Village at Naples, but also a great friend of mine, Miss Kari Bone. How are you this morning?
I'm well. Thank you, Amanda. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Now, you bring a ton of industry experience with you to Discovery Village at Naples. Why don't we tell our viewers and our readers a little bit about you, yourself, and then we'll dive into what Discovery Village at Naples has to offer.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kari Bone, and I am the Community Relations Specialist for Discovery Village at Naples. I am responsible for business development and working with community partners such as Seniors Blue Book. Here at Discovery Village at Naples, we have a continuum of care. So we have our brand new independent living, we have assisted living, and we also have a secured memory care community here. We are located on just under 16 acres. In the southeast quadrant of Naples. So geographically, we sit roughly at Rattlesnake Hammock and Collier Boulevard, and we actually sit directly across the street from Physicians Regional Collier campus. I got into the senior population about 3 years ago. I come from over a decade in mental health and behavioral health. I was doing regional business development, and I was traveling quite extensively. And as I looked at all that travel, which was wonderful, and I got to see many different facilities throughout the country and to work with different demographics and geographics, the travel became not as glamorous as some would think. And so I thought, well, what can I do to position myself in Naples? And so I therefore got into the senior population back in 2017. It's actually going to be 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's been,
I've been working with Amanda though for probably 8 or 9 now, because I met you even when I was back in mental health.
Yeah, I was at Aston Gardens. That's
right.
And you know, during all of this, I think you can appreciate what seniors are going through with isolation, just with your experience in mental health. I think we all have really shined a light on that in the last 12 months that we've been going through this. Do you want to talk about how your experience with mental health has helped you with explaining to people why moving into a senior living community is so important for, isolation?
Yes. So we know that isolation and depression go hand in hand. And again, back in probably April of this year, I really introspectively looked at isolation, and I could empathize what that felt like at a whole different level when we were in lockdown at the beginning of coronavirus 19, COVID-19. Anyway, with that being said, I look at where we're at today and our seniors, and what a blessing it is that we have senior communities that they can reside in and call home. Because regardless of the exterior factors in the world right now, we bring them together safely, and they are not isolated, unless of course they would choose to be, but typically they're not. Our new independent living community that opened in June amidst COVID, it's just really been really awesome to view. From the simple fact that we have residents that have had to stay socially distanced, dining, all that activities, but they're still coming together. And they're still having activities and art and cocktail hours and social functions, being safe with COVID. And that to me has been huge. what I see is our residents are happy, and they're not isolated, and they're not living at home alone, afraid to see family and friends. And, if they don't have a companion, a dog or a cat, they're all alone. And we're able to bring them together safely so they can combat at isolation and the fear that then goes with isolation.
It truly is important that we shine a light on the fact that senior living communities are probably the safest place that you can be if you're a senior right now, because you don't have to even leave if you don't want to. All your services are right there. So let's talk about services. You have independent assisted and a memory care community that offer your residents an abundance of things. Dining experiences there are absolutely amazing. Your chef is fantastic. What kind of activities do you see your residents enjoying the most? Just give me a brief overview of some of the things that bring residents out of their apartment if they choose. Because, like you said, it's really important to also say you don't have to do these services if you don't want to, but having somebody come in and clean your apartment for you, it's just it's a big deal to have all those services available for you.
Okay, so first of all the services and the amenities I'm going to describe are inclusive in our monthly rent. So our campus here is a rental campus. It is not a buy-in campus. So let me differentiate that. All the services or amenities I'm going to describe right now are included in your monthly rent. So first of all, we have Sensations, which is our dining program. Here in independent living, we have Chef Thomas Feiner, who just does a really extraordinary job with fine dining. Along with dining, we have Celebrations, which is our activities. And activities, they're doing everything from planting herb gardens right now to they're making vision boards tomorrow for 2021. Actually, I did a vision board on New Year's Eve with some of my family of origin. That was our activity, since nobody's out and about. So I participated in a vision board myself this year. And so we have activities. They're also doing a bus trip down to the Everglades. And they do things like bus bingo down in the Everglades, where, the first one to spot a turkey vulture or alligator. And so we keep them safe. They're all on the bus. They're distanced from each other, and yet we take them on a road trip. Hopefully in the future, once we go back to some normalcy, we will be able to take them up to, the Blue Mountains in Georgia for autumn colors, or take them on. I pray we go back to cruises, take them on a 4-day cruise, over to Nassau. So those are some of the things we do in activities. Right now, they're loving that they get together, and we bowling here at Discovery Village is the thing right now. So those are a few of the activities. We have our Fit Camp, which is our wellness center. We have a personal trainer on staff. Her name is Natalie. She's highly credentialed. And we have probably 8 to 10 people 3 times a week in our pool for aqua aerobics. And they're even starting an aqua tai chi class. So they're just getting very creative, but majority of them participate in our Fit Camp to maintain physical strength. Part of my passion is, in order to maintain a quality of life, we have to stay healthy. Yeah. And we want to prevent falls. And the way we prevent falls is to stay strong. Keep our muscles, keep using our muscles, keep our legs strong. Right.
I believe that is the statement that we really need to emphasize, even when it comes to our appliances. Use it or lose it.
Exactly. And I've heard some of the physicians, geriatric specialists in the city, and they say it very clearly,
Yep.
use it or lose it.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely.
do,
Well, all of the things that you just described are exactly what I really wanted our viewers and our readers to know, is that these senior living communities can be a godsend right now. If you're avoiding going and touring these places because of COVID, I just strongly encourage you to go out and look now, because the isolation and staying at home can be even more deadly than the virus can. So if you're considering a move into senior living, listen to all of those amazing amenities that you can be taking advantage of right now, and give Carrie a call.
so how are we doing, Amanda, on time here?
We probably could go a few more minutes if you'd
Okay.
like.
So I was with activities. We also provide transportation. We provide 24/7 concierge service as well as security. And we also provide housekeeping. So we really lead, our campus here is kind of like resort hotels,
Yes,
where we have pools. We have an indoor pool in our assisted living, which is pretty special.
that is.
Indoor heated therapeutic pool for our residents. So it's a great time to move into senior living. And we have enhanced protocols in place where we are disinfecting. We still wear face coverings. We take our temperatures.
Yep.
Some days, multiple times a day if we're in and out. So it's really a good time to really explore senior living. And there's kind of a cliche, better to be 3 years too early than 3 minutes too late. And I think we're all seeing that and witnessing that, even during these unprecedented times. So
Yeah.
we're doing tours 7 days a week. We have a wonderful team of caring, loving people here at Discovery, where we're a family. And I'm very proud to say that, and I'm very honored and proud to be part of
Yeah, that's fantastic, and you're absolutely right. It is a very much a family-like environment over there. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Carrie. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Seniors Blue Book.
Thanks.